But anywho, yeah, I think we're just gonna set things like this for now. I will actually do this because I'm currently on a playthrough with Japanese voices, but as you can see, I kind of clean out my save files. The developers, or at least the message on the screen, tells you to do that, because when we get to the horse phase, you will crash, so that's gonna be normal. Because on Steam, we don't have the ability to go to an old version, I think. So, without further ado, I'm just gonna let this rock for the sake of anyone watching new, and I will narrate when I can, but I have to explain myself, because, yes, some people are, anyone watching this may be someone who already knows what Volcano Princess is, and so they're tired of just hearing people's commentary over a playthrough, but strictly, this is not really it is a story-based game, but it is also primarily, a racing simulator. So when I go through and narrate over the voices, yeah, I don't know how long this stream is gonna be, but I'll go for as long as I can. It could be 90 minutes or an hour. It could be 3 hours, maybe, but we'll see. But yes, we have wife, and then we have daughter, and then we gently wake her up. Because story building, hey, as it turns out, story building is kind of important when you're dealing with a game that is in scope as large as Volcano Princess, but really any racing simulator, because some racing simulators already pose the challenge of what are you willing to allow the player to do, and what are players going to expect to be able to do in not a sandbox or not an open world, but how should I say it? With the possibilities. So without further ado, we're just gonna name her Remley for no reason. I swear that's just a random name. We'll do type O blood, and then we'll just set something random. So, like, you know, February 2nd. And our father's name is going to be Bobby, because also arbitrary. Hey, you know what I forgot to do, Jordan? Gosh dang it. I forgot to do this, because otherwise I would not be able to do a thing. So with Volcano Princess, I had to set my OBS in a very specific way. And, I mean, it's not that, like, Volcano Princess has anything troublesome with it. It's just that I completely forgot to do a thing. So I don't know what this is going to look like on screen, but I'm going to try to fix things. Hold on. No! I'm already making it worse, but without further ado, yeah. So I'm going to play with Chinese voices here, and we will move on. I'll just set this to, like, nope, never mind. That kind of messed up my thing. Yeah, I have to move the window a bit just to make sure it works. Also, I apparently now have black parts of the screen, which is not... Oh, no, never mind. It's fine. Oh, yes, please, don't scare me like that. But y'all still set it to, like, December 29th, and away we go. Yes. And yes, you may or may not... Well, I don't think you can see it. You can see the one that... I think the achievement's on the top right, but... as we live together with Remley, presumably with a life happily ever after. So yes, this is, I call this 98% blind because I am... So there's a number up here to adulthood. It says 42 turns. I think I'm on, like, it says 16 up here, so about 26 turns. I'm 26 turns in on my first playthrough, so I'm not completely blind. But as Remley turns 5, and we sit here with... I almost said Rose. I don't know why I'm saying... Anywho. We're gonna be father to daughter. This time, not goddaughter, because if you know, yeah, I've been playing Princess Maker 2 as well. So, don't ask me why this bird is named Lee, it is, but we will attempt to be a very doting father. Pick a lot of... This is gonna be different than what I'm normally doing. No, never mind, I'm just gonna... Nah, yeah, let's do this. I already chose. Let's just stick with our decision as a father. That being said, a lot of things seem to be color-coded, but again, what you're going to hear from me is at least going to be my first impressions in terms of what I think is going on, both gameplay and lore-wise, if I even do that much. But without further ado, I won't narrate over everything. I think... Well, we'll see. We'll see. Remley seems flustered. Look at her! Hey, what's up? Says father. Little secret at the age of 5, so that's where we start. But anyway, they dotes on his daughter. Yeah, so you dote on your daughter, but hold on, I don't actually remember what I should probably do. Respects your secrets. I think that's what I want. There's no way I'm gonna remember every choice off the top of my head, so... As our daughter does morning exercises, yeah, this is gonna be a heck of a thing. I will go through the tutorial thing, if for no one else than myself. Childhood growth, and I will try to do my best to go through it. Improve the daughter's evaluation of her father by talking with people in town and making smart choices. Different father goals will affect the scoring criteria. If you do well, you'll be rewarded at the Bird Festival in June. Because if you didn't know, there are people in the community who are trying to make a fan-translated patch, I guess, to kind of, you know, work on the English there. Because obviously it's not on there, as any native English speaker will let you know. And even if someone was on the localization team, I mean, we just have to objectively say it's not all there. Kind gentle, okay. 3 courses, restaurant, and 10 townspeople. I'm definitely going to do the restaurant. I don't think the home has anything, but I'll make a note of the shining lights that may or may not appear. Also, do we want to do imaginary? I mean, either way, I guess I'll find out. I guess really quickly, I should just go over the tutorial here. And any others that pop up, but these are the ones we have for us. So for anyone who's expecting me to go a bit faster, sorry. We have to go through the action points. Improve attributes and obtain resources by consuming action points, energy, whatever you want to call it, in the game. At the beginning of each round, stamina will be filled to its maximum automatically. Here it says 13, and this text is jarbled for spoiler reasons, even though there's only so much you can blur. But, you know, that's a conscious decision that was made. Mood. Classes and special events will reduce your daughter's mood. If her mood is lower than 50, basic attributes will drop to 50%. On top of that, the attribute value obtained during the period will not be affected, but it will affect the learning progress during each class, which I'll also try to explain for anyone who doesn't know. Again, I'll do my best, and if nothing else, it'll let any veterans or people with knowledge or future Jordan see how past Jordan was thinking about things. Childhood growth. Improve the daughter's evaluation of her father by talking with people in town and making smart choices. Different father goals will affect the scoring criteria. If you're a clumsy dad, well, you might not like what happens. If you do well, though, you'll be rewarded in the Bird Festival in June, which is a common reoccurring event. Basic attributes. Your daughter has 4 basic attributes: strength, intelligence, emotion, and imagination. By improving these basic attributes, your daughter can complete courses faster. Ways to improve them include taking classes, asking people for advice, food, books, alchemy, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Your core attributes, on the other hand, are stamina, mind, and charisma. Many of the rewards gained from activities are related to your daughter's core attributes. Ways to improve them include completing courses, buying master classes, food, books, clothing items, so on and so forth. Combat attributes. Remley has 5 combat attributes: HP, attack, defense, dodge, and crit rate. Crit is king, maybe, but ways to improve them include upgrading your battle level, changing weapons, food, and mysterious fruit, and other items. I forgot if there's next. And this is one of the things. Oh, just don't obscure it. Just give us the delicious. Your HP equals your stamina times 1.5. Your attack equals your stamina, straight up. Your defense equals your stamina times, or 20% of your stamina. Your dodge rate is your stamina, 10% of your stamina, plus 35% of your mind, plus 5% of your charisma, with an upper limit of 80% dodge, because otherwise you become an evasion tank. And your crit rate is 20% of your stamina, 15% of your mind, plus 15% of your charisma altogether. So hey, just checking to make sure they're not secondary pages. But anywho, moving on. Let's actually move on. We'll do a save here just to be thorough, and away we go. What are you afraid about? Look at her. But anywho, I just need to remember really quickly what the heck we're doing here. Natural skills. There are 10 levels of basic attributes, and each time you upgrade one, your daughter will receive 1 talent point. Talent points can be used to improve combat skills, life skills, and social skills. Right here. Your stats being the, well, I think it's these, the one that increased by 1, but anywho. We're going for social apparently, so hey. And we'll move on. Yeah, so I'm gonna do my best. Yeah, I think we will work on imaginary. What's it called? I swear there's a thing for it. I just went over it. Didn't know because it's abbreviated there as well. Anywho, and yeah, our battle stats are absolutely abysmal for now. But hey, it's a 5-year-old girl. What do we expect? Your schedule, which I'm not gonna do yet. There are 5 classes available per turn. 5 class slots available per turn. Each course has a recommended optimal attribute. The more that your daughter's base attribute matches the optimal attribute, the greater the learning progress will be per class. If your daughter has a very low move value, though, she can choose to take a rest with her friends. After having more friends, you are advised, you can hang out with more people. But with a low mood value, you probably want to heal that by having her rest with characters on the bottom here. And then you have 5 slots, and you pick any of your classes. But you don't want to do that yet, because this game is normally cut into your exploration phase here. Or point-and-click adventure phase, and then the actual planning phase here. But we don't have a map anyway, so all we can really do is this. Your interactions with your daughter, within this scene, can improve attributes. They call them scenes, I'm going to call them that as well. Different options consume different levels of stamina, noted by this cheese icon here. I just call it cheese icon for now. It's something else, but some options will increase proficiency as they are used more often, indicated by, I don't know if you can see my mouse right here, but the level and experience in the top right-hand corner. But I'm sure there's some optimal things, so we'll do it here. Also, that's part of the tutorial they're giving you, so hey. But yeah, without any more energy, quote-unquote, we don't really have much else to do, so time to plan. That being said, I mean, this is, this. And away we go. Didn't concentrate in swordsmanship practice today, snuck out to play in the afternoon. +5, good, great. Ow. Affection. What kind of story will I tell her? Slot, you can organize Toad's best friend. +1 charisma, +20 emotion. And yes, you want to complete courses that is to your benefit, because normally they give you things on top of the completion as well. And then again, we'll save just to be thorough. I'll roll my saves here. I think we only get 8 here. I'm also rolling them the wrong way because it's going top left to top right and then moving down each row. But anywho, fun. You don't think you can play while watching me? I seem to know a lot more than you, and it's distracting. Just gonna say, no, man, no. What? That's what the first playthrough is for going in blind. Question mark. Hey, it's time to go to the restaurant. Your tutorial restaurant. So yes, I'm going half and half of narration. But just in case, we click on the picture and it turns into spookiness, but I highly doubt it. Also, it'll usually ping you when something's new, so. Ned asked if we wanted to go to the family restaurant for dinner. Okay, we'll go when you're ready, because going out is a big part of this game as well. Unless, you're trying to do a speedrun and you're optimizing. As for your daughter, though, she can travel to different locations in Volcano Country using the map. The number of locations that can be visited will increase as time goes on. Please note that your daughter will not be able to go outside during the annual June Birdie Festival and the October Volcano Festival. But in the meanwhile... Chat, you might as well. Well done. And yeah, we'll do what we can here. I think, yeah, because we can't do any of the other stats yet, we can do anything else. But we also do want progress with father. But yes, hold on first. Yeah, let's burn everything here. Or like burn a lot here, because we'll be coming back. So, bed. Another long game. And we will upgrade something. I think it's every 3 points? Every 3 points or every point? I thought it was every 3 points. Anywho. So we're going into social. I have not even looked at the right side because I'm obviously not obvious, but I went combat for my first one. So we're gonna go social here during the stream, maybe the Wednesday stream. When chatting, there's 30% chance to increase the feeling by 1 again. When gifting, there's 10% to get double the chance. We'll see what it actually means because again, the English. Trying to do my best to interpret everything. 20% chance to gain double tips during a part-time job in bats. Which let's just go for chatting first. And away we go. Took a different dad path anyway, so we play through a bit different. Love the voice. She's so cute. Yeah, when you put voice acting in, most of the time it's gonna be good. Will I be in connection with Asbel? I'll teach her to communicate friendly. Friendly kid. I am a gentle father. Am I? Well, according to this, oh, I am. Oops. Hey, Basilu. I don't know how to pronounce some of these names, so forgive me if I mess up. But we'll also do this because it's kind of important. Farming, as it turns out. Your daughter's farming level increases. As it increases, the number of items obtained will also increase. After sowing the seeds, the crop growth rate will automatically increase by 50% every month. Crop growth can be instantly increased by using fertilizer or stamina. But yes, we want wheat and flowers because I want to do that. You do want carrots as well, but for now, I'm going to do this. And then we'll rest here as well. And into the restaurant we finally go. Well, as you told me, you really love Chinese. You love its sound language. You understand none of it, but you love it. Yeah, so that's something I've actually heard before. So funny enough, now I kind of believe in it. Chefs used to be adventurers, so they're good at handling uncommon ingredients. And if you didn't know, if you can see my mouse on screen, so there are these shining lights on some of these scenes. If you click them, usually they're gold. I think sometimes they're items though as well. But yeah, you want to be on the lookout if you want that micromanagement. As usual, Lilia will be selling food that restores energy and mood. So yeah, and there could be multiple in one scene. So yeah, basically keep on the lookout. Hello, Mr. Lazy Warrior. No, you have to believe in yourself. People should try. There are interesting rumors. It's not good to be. It's alright if you don't want to work hard. That's right, says the daughter. People all have their own lives. Is that right? Can't blame them. Out of curiosity. Oh, that is. I just happen to be picking choices. Thankfully, you get more than a few. Oh my goodness, please me. I'm trying to go. Meals. Dining in the restaurant can restore your daughter's stamina and mood, and each dish can be ordered once per turn. If your stamina is already full, it's better to find something to use that energy on first, because otherwise you're just overhealing for no reason. And same thing with mood, so yeah, no need to use money here. Fiddle with the magic. Confirm the parts. Help the scout. Help them out. Help, please. Thanks for helping. It's not the easiest task to do by yourself with these monster limbs. Daughter wants to help too, but no. Hey, Asbel. See that pile of magical creatures' limbs? They're chunks of meat. They're just chunks of meat. The unknown is scary, but courage will teach you that magical creatures aren't so scary after all. Hey, Derek. Want to listen to something? Listen, stories are better than food, but we met you, so hey. But the warrior here, not just the knights, the king is happy too. The magical beasts are running wild lately. Can finally relax, says Ned. Or can you? But yeah, since our mood isn't really affected, we don't need to do anything else. Did I do this, by the way? I don't think I did. Oh, townspeople. Yeah, not... The NPCs apparently don't count, so that was... Derek, Lilia, and Basilu only, I think? Question mark? Anywho. Just making sure I did everything before we, yeah, burn all our energy. Literally burn all our energy. Do I want to do the thing? Wait, isn't there somewhere else? Yeah, emotion. I'm going crazy. Oakley Dokley says, you're gonna love this game. Yeah, it has its charm, just like other racing sims have their charm as well. But as we listen to Derek here, question mark? Let's do this really quickly. Why can't the hero befriend the dragon? Well, sometimes there's a clash of ideals, daughter. And there are a clash of ideals. Also, intelligence would be nice. Also, and then I click on things. You can click on things outside the scene for flavor text, but we're here to increase relationship with father. She's invincible! But yeah, let's go to the plan. So, yeah, our intelligence isn't that high, but we have emotions, so we're just gonna spam this. We're gonna spam it 5 times even, so hey. Professor's gonna be happy with the daughter's performance. Good, good. Best friends forever. She's listening with great interest. So apparently something about the translation is that when the names were coded in, because of how Chinese and by extension Japanese or languages with that mainly have to do with strokes or radicals of some sort, what happens sometimes is when developers try to move to Western languages like French, English, heck, even Spanish in some cases. Basically, ones with more, how should I say it? I don't know how to say it because I'm not someone of that, but you get what I mean. When you're dealing with different languages, the programming of those, of letters, typesets, and whatnot, fonts can make certain dialogue options and things look funny. So that's why you'll see sometimes names without spaces, or sometimes names will not appear at all, because apparently there's some kind of Basically, for those that are others, it's a tricky thing to figure out. So when people ask for language support, you really should be aware that especially if it's something that the localization team is not familiar with, they have to hire localization for the language, and then they have to program it in so that things appear correctly. But yeah. Latin origins? Ooh, hey. Secret? Secrets. But in the meanwhile, what are we doing here? We're doing a thing. Funny enough, I did a lot better here than on my first playthrough. And again, well, you have to just believe me when I say I'm going blind, but let me just make sure I'm doing the things. Actually, I should take a look at my classes, because I do need the intelligence here. A little bit more will help me one-shot this class. And then controlling emotions. Oh, pain. Imagination. I mean, I did emotion. Imagination is what I'm looking for. But we don't have reliable imagination training yet, so... Do I? I don't think so, right? Anywho. That does ruin my relationship a little bit, but usually I like to do one of these. I'm trying to read because my screen is so... I guess I can do a short game. If I just want the relationship points. And then we can do this. And then rest in the bed. And then we'll move out. Is there anything else? No. Then we move out. Over to the lake. I think now we can do a thing. Oh, wait. We have the easel right here. I'm going crazy. Oh, we have imagination training. Imagination. I keep calling it imagination. I think that's what we call it. But anywho. It's my daughter! That's the inquisitive creature next to me. Thanks to the warrior and the knights, the kingdom of Volcano has recovered after the raid of magical boosts 8 years ago. With the influx of refugees back then, food reserves and land is still, a thing. We should help each other out. Has anyone ever told Mr. Bobby that the father's a nice guy? Daughter agrees, but we can't really do much else for now. Well, I can't do this. I should have actually done this. I don't know why I didn't. I'm gonna actually double up here. As my daughter continues to draw on its easel. But yeah, then we'll make use of this tree stump. And then do it again! Because that's what we're focusing on this run. Also... pain for now. Oh wait, we need to talk. Okay, good. Over to the restaurant we go. So I sat in this corner for pretty much no reason. 2 lights here, by the way. 30 gold plus 10 gold. Hey, Lilia. Give us energy. I'm gonna call it energy from now on. I keep calling this cheese. It's not, but it looks like cheese. When you give players a yellow triangle, more than a few will attribute that to cheese. Heard Asbel turned down the offer from the royals, insisted on getting rid of the monsters himself. If not for fame or money, why is he so obsessed? He has a promise to keep. Papa's like a child. I don't think he'll keep his promise. If you're free, though, come to the theater and watch this actress's performance. Whee! Big monster picture book, which we could use immediately? Yeah. Or you could sell certain things like this. There are a lot of genres coupled in one, but this is still mainly a raisin simulator. And yeah, now we have enough. Can we raise our imagination higher for this? I guess we're gonna find out, aren't we? Hey, Aspil. Hey, man. Also, I feel like I'm kind of lagging a bit, but I guess that's gonna be fine for the moment. Well, no, I don't know. People think that I'm putting myself in danger by killing magical creatures, says Asbel, but he enjoys it. Hee hee. Hey, Derek. Well, listen. 5 years ago, for lore, several experienced hunters went to the Forgotten Forest to hunt. They wandered deeper and deeper and stayed in the valley for 7 days. The night of the 7th day happened to be a full moon with werewolves, and the hunters set up a bonfire and fell asleep. But it wasn't long before they were awakened by voices from the forest. At first, the hunters thought it was just an animal passing by, but then they heard a laugh, sound sharp and piercing, miserable and joyous. Suddenly, the laughter turned into screams. The screams of women and cries of babies, oh noes, came from the dark forest. Immediately after the crying stopped, there were bursts of sounds like volcanic rocks in the volcano country smashing into the ground, mixed with the sound of heavy footsteps approaching the hunters step by step. Thunder started to yell, waving hunting knives and longbows frantically, shooting arrows into the forest, but there were no echoes. It wasn't until the full moon was covered by the clouds that the voices gradually subsided. The hunters stayed up all night and hurried out of the valley at sunrise. They walked to the mouth of the valley and found that the ground was covered with obsidian, a black streak across the valley, like a long black chain river with no end in sight. Someone was greedy. He wanted to pick up some obsidian and take it back with him, but when he picked it up, the stone instantly turned into hot white ashes in his hand, melting his skin. What happened next? Asked daughter. Haha! Stay tuned and find out, fool. The daughter doesn't look scared at all, though. It's rare to see a child like her. Later, those hunters escaped and told everyone about it. As for whether it's true or not, only the goddess knows. Daughter liked story. Mood increased. So, back home we go. Now, over here for imagination. How long is a run in these games? Well, time to beat, according to last I remember, just off the top of my head, time to beat for Volcano Princess is a lot higher. Or not that much higher, but it is higher than Princess Maker 2. That much I'll say. But yeah, I guess this will be the stream. Otherwise, I think I might try to restart the game. But we'll see. Anywho. My question, yeah, I should be looking here. Nope, not here. Nope, I lost it. Well, anywho. We're not really gifting anything yet, so let's do chatting. Let's build everything into chatting for now. And move on. Again, I'm not trying to be optimal, but being efficient would help out, wouldn't it? Because when you save, you only load games at the beginning of the turn. So what I want to do is look at our thingamajiggy. Well, my thingamajiggy. Okay, yeah, and that's all I wanted to see. So, without further ado, well, I guess we'll just hide in the... No, we'll play with blocks here. You do want your stats to all rise at some point, but obviously you also have your... What do we call it? Specialties? I'm going crazy. Anywho, plan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and no resting. Little bit hungry. No! Practice, please! Great. More magic imagination. I'm gonna call it imagination. The little yellow duck loves its mother. +1 charisma, +20 emotion. Course complete. And another course complete. After all kinds of things, yes, this week is finally over. But yeah, I think I'm gonna restart the game really quickly just to make sure. Although it is going to be a thing. Also, you know what I should add? I should add a thing. So, without further ado, OBS things. Can I do it, by the way? Oh, wait, I should have done this. No, I should have done this? Okay, good. So I can catch myself. Actually, you know what I should do? I don't know why I didn't do what I did here. So, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do this. And, okay, we should be good now. But yeah, I do have to restart the game just in case. Because I feel like I'm also going out of my mind with saving at places, but we'll see what happens. So, I mean, I could just close the game here, I think. So, without further ado, give me about a minute to fix things. Or basically just restarting the game from Steam, and we'll move on. Again, to repeat, there is a... If anyone watching now or in the future decides to get this game, just know that the game, on Steam at least, will crash when you get to basically horses, and that's all I'll say. And once you play it again, it won't crash again, because I think what's happening, because I've taken a look at the location where the save files are located, and if the game keeps stuttering, we'll just keep on with it. It's not like it's affecting me too much. It's a point-and-click game. It's not really... Well, that's a lie, because there are some mini-games, but anywho. Even as the game is starting up here, I think it's trying to load a lot of things. Something isn't optimized, theoretically speaking. Because it's not, well, it is loading a lot of things, but it would never... It's hard to have a game really load so many things that it actually, on Windows white screens, and by that I mean, it asks if you want to wait for the program to respond, or just close the program. Doesn't tell you how long it is, says you don't know Princess Maker 2. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, so Princess Maker 2 is, you can complete a run in under 2 to 3 hours, depending on how you do things. And yeah, Volcano Princess, if you're micromanaging like I am kind of doing right now and exploring, then yeah, it's gonna be definitely 6 to 8+ hours. So actually there's a substantial amount of time. But again, that's with me knowing how to play Princess Maker 2. Hi, by the way. And here's me not knowing Volcano Princess as much, but just looking at it because you want to, if you're trying to get a bit more efficiency, you will do some micromanaging here and there. The game is still starting up, by the way. So that's why it will take longer. Princess Maker 2 has something called errantries, where you go on and basically move into a map to fight enemies, get treasure, and go through a map. But those even that probably doesn't take as long as one exploration phase during a turn in Volcano Princess. In fact, Volcano Princess might even be longer on average when you're doing things before you do your plan for the turn, compared to Princess Maker 2's errantries. Because Princess Maker 2's errantries are even on a time limit, unless you just stop to think on a screen. Again, the game is still starting up. So that's why I'm saying, on average, and Volcano Princess has about 40 turns where you're really doing something. Also, maybe I should just click this. Okay, it is still loading. Whereas Princess Maker 2, you don't have to do errantries pretty much at all. You might do them once, twice, up to 4 times, 8 times. But you can just speed through the game, because the game also has a no-wait timer thing, so you don't have to sit through and click for yourself when the game speeds through everything. So as you being a complete noob, though, you'll be allowed. So yeah, and that can be a good or bad thing in terms of, I can see the criticism that some people have about Volcano Princess being in that, oh, why do I have to micromanage everything and click on these lights? Whereas if you flip that around, people might say, well, for Princess Maker 2, why don't you have a lot of freedom to, do other things? Also, the game is still stuttering, but we'll live with it. So without further ado, unrelated, but my playthrough for that game was super useful. Thank you for watching. Yeah, I tried. I want to get back to that game at some point. Obviously, it's gonna be controlled as well, but I was gonna do something different with it. But we'll see if I ever get back to it. I tried at the beginning of 2024, but then games came out, so those lights are fun. It's like, hey, juggling, fun little thing to do in the scenes. Yeah. So again, there are good reasons and bad reasons, and it would be legitimate criticism. Is it true criticism? So horses, Prince Kenneth has been missing, and yeah, we have a thing. So that's right, that is a thing. Anywho, I'm not gonna say too much without spoiling things. Or I don't want to spoil anything. So hey, good morning, daughter. But we'll chat here, and now we get the option to talk for 3 energy. Well, share me a secret. But mainly, you want to pick good decisions. There are bad decisions as well, obviously. So. And we want to increase the mood here, but also affection is the important thing, as we rest in the bed for 2 energy. But yes, 3 courses. Good friends picture book, that is charisma, emotion. Either way, it's something I wanted. And then we'll do this again. So yeah, we have 9. Oh my goodness, my body. 90%. Oh, can't be 100%. That, fair enough, but 10% chance to obtain double items when winning a debate or duel, which... Oof. And sweet words, when purchasing items from the store, price decreases by 10%. Which probably would not be a bad thing to rush into, but we'll see what happens. That being said, let's move out immediately. So let us see here. Harvest the things. Flowers and wheat. Wheat being a staple for certain dishes, but there's important parts of it too, and flowers for gifting. But I feel like every character has their likes and dislikes as well. But anywho, I could be wrong about that. I could just be looking at the stars as we talk to this lost child. This boy's from the Duman family. He stays there often, but his parents always take him back. Real knights bring justice, not worries. Well, there's certainly reason, but also. Hopefully she liked that. We're going to find out, aren't we? Okay, good. Funny enough, did everything... I mean, it's usually kind of intuitive as to what to do. As daughter grows up, will she become a knight? It's her choice at the beginning. I'll support anything she does. It's nice for the father to be so open-minded. Yeah, so we're definitely over the evaluation. I don't think I hit the evaluation on my first playthrough. So, yeah, if that causes... problems. Oops. As I laugh like Basilu. Easel, by the way. Draw! But then we want to rest as well. Do I no, we'll visit the restaurant. Usually I want to explore around. You want to tag every NPC first, or character. But again, we'll see. Yeah, no reason to eat at the moment. Confessor, start with being friends. Do you really know her? Start with being friends with her. Yeah, start with being good friends, says daughter. As long as you get close, don't even know if his identity will cause any trouble. Suspiciousness? So I'm increasing the pink tree because I picked the pink option at the start. Yeah, a lot of things are usually color-coded, but in the end, you are free to try to build things as you choose because there are many branching paths. I don't doubt you can do it, but if you want a good first 1 or 2 playthrough, basically just color-code yourself. So color-code yourself and pick things that are logically seem like they like. Warrior and the Dragon is probably for brave fathers or trying to build into strength. Warrior Intelligence is probably intelligence, and Warrior Romance is probably gonna help your emotion and or imagination, helps being a kind father, gentle father, so on and so forth, as seen here. Anywho. Am I gonna get the thing, by the way? You saw a golden bird, you saw your future self, more energetic, knowledgeable, experienced than the present you, just like magic, and multiple playthroughs, because you unlock the, hey, I'm not going to show too much, even though the game says it themselves, as we go through achievements and tutorial. After completing the achievements, you will accumulate Flint. After the first ending you get, you can use Flint to upgrade initial channel talents in the talent panel of the main interface, kind of like a roguelike. Higher initial talents will now allow your daughter to receive greater attributes and resources after the next run. And yeah, I don't want to look at that for long because you can literally, not spoilers, but obviously you can learn a lot from that, so yeah. You took the green tree yourself at the start, so you'll see. Wait, you called it Daddy Flint? Yeah. Yeah. Interesting, isn't it? You knew more than you let on. Oh no. But anywho, yeah, I think we'll easel here. I still want to do things at home. Actually, I should do that first if I want to calculate my energy uses. But yeah, the coincidence is pretty funny if you name your father Flint. Anywho, yeah, we'll do a long game here. Strength is going to be somewhat important, but I do want to focus on other things. Probably like intelligence here. Then we'll go eat. Look at them. Also, this is not even go like it had to. Yeah, this. If you told me this game took like 10 years, might be stretching it, but definitely, if I had to guess 8 years to make, I wouldn't even doubt you. Now, you can develop a game faster, but just looking at all the different CGs and sprite work you have to do for this game, that's again, racing simulator has a, or trying to make a racing simulator has a unique challenge of having to, how should I say it? You have to develop for the different changing stages in the game. And obviously raising, like, anyone, like, if your character growing up, you have to come up with different things. You can't just use the same sprite over and over. You might be able to shift it a little bit, but for the most part, you're basically making a sprite over and over, or you're making a new sprite over and over again. So it's definitely one of the many challenges that exist, if I were to think about it. As someone who tried it myself, in my own way, let me tell you, there are very distinct challenges to racing simulators as opposed to making a roguelike, heck, even an RPG, where the structure is a bit more stable. Now, if you add different elements, obviously can be any game genre can be complicated, but for the most part, racing simulators they usually ask for a lot, both in the preparation of design of the game and the actual implementation, because racing simulators, you usually have stats, and so you want to think about, okay, what does every stat do? Gameplay wise, you want to think about what stats do, how helpful they are. Usually you want to balance them out. Some people don't, and that results in some weirdness, but then you want to configure out, usually in a racing simulation, you eventually have romances, and so you want to think about, okay, do my stats do anything with my romance? What do these romance options do for the player? What's interesting about them? Can you write each romance differently? How many branching paths based on? Basically, think about it this way. So while in RPG you can build into all your stats and they contribute toward basically beating the game, instead in a racing simulator or story-based linear visual novels, each stat can essentially result in a different path for one relationship, and you might have many different relationships based on each character. So it's basically it's a challenge of how many different combinations do you want to try and go for. And obviously, I'm guessing Volcano Princess can't do that, but that's a high ask for it. So basically, what I mean by this is I decide on what the heck I'm doing here. I might rip intelligence, by the way. We'll just do all 5 here. No time to rest. Sorry, daughter. Did I not do a thing? But anywho, we should be good. But you get what I mean, right? So, for example, you make a... We'll use Volcano Princess as an example. You make a strength daughter, a daughter who is good at battle. How will you have a different relationship with the character because you are strong in battle compared to... Oh, really? Compared to a daughter who is intelligent. So, an intelligent version of a relationship with the character versus a relationship with the daughter that is strong with this same character. Again, it's a high ask to ask for because then you have to basically write... So say if writing one full relationship takes about 50,000 words, well now you have to multiply that by 4 different stats: strength, intelligence, emotion, and imaginary. So that's... Now you have to write 40,000 words. Or sorry, 200,000 words because I said 50,000, right? Each. Anywho. Even looking really appeals to you? Yeah, so again... It depends on the developer and the resources and the confidence they have going in, and then obviously their, what do I want to say, competency. So yeah. So I would rather, okay, we'll put it this way as we get into the next comment here that I see in chat that's kind of related, I think, because I haven't looked at the full comment yet, but I would rather have a game that's well made gameplay wise and is functioning and fun to play, obviously, but has, you know, the translations are a bit iffy. Compared to, you know, the translations are very good, but the game is kind of stale and not as interesting. So, because at least translation is more the cherry on top. You would, in whether or not you play a game is more you're gonna still play a game even if you may not understand the language because the gameplay is fun. The easiest example is action games. You might not understand the story of an action game, but if the gameplay is fun, you're gonna play it regardless, right? Even if you don't know that, hey, you're putting points into intelligence and not strength as you expect, if that makes any sense. All you can agree about so far is the criticism of the English localization for sure. There's some weird sentences early as the first cutscene, but yeah, again, if you had to look at the grand scheme of things, it's not really something to take away. It can remove the immersion because you don't know what's being said, or if the translation is super terrible, but this is not one of those examples. Yeah, obviously it's a bit janky here and there, but it is far from the nightmare it could have been, and that I'm thinking of. I won't say names because, yeah, I usually like to leave things vague in terms of identifying things. But I also like to think conceptually, so yeah, you could do a lot. You could do Volcano Princess. I think is actually, it's definitely passable. You could argue if it's good or not. I wouldn't say it's great, but it's definitely good enough for you to, again, if you can try to understand. Again, I'm more forgiving in this regard, so, or tolerant, so I don't really mind. But I can see how some people might be like, oh, it's so bad I lose immersion and so the game's not fun, oddly enough. But there's so much more to a game than translation, but translation can play a big part if I'm to close out the topic. I guess we do need this, don't we? Just at least to get to level D. But we also want to use this. So away we go. Yeah, you agree this game looks super quality so far in your honest opinion? Yeah, so... And again, it's kind of... Like, Volcano Princess literally released last year. So, in terms of everything that it can implement, it has now about 30 years... up to 30 years of time over Princess Maker 2. Play with the puppy. Hey, daughter, you can pet the dog. Doggo. Good boy. And you might hear dogs in a moment, but hey, for the moment. So at least now I know what to choose if I want to be a gentle father, but anywho. Let's lower the price on everything, unless I'm going absolutely insane, but for now... Wild Horse Lake. Prove it with your sword now. Your love is priceless. As daughter thinks about what dad is saying. But yeah, 130 points in gentle. That being said, again, for a lot of games, like, at a certain point, and every game has this point, right, where you figure out the most optimal and or the only things you want to do, but at the same time, Volcano Princess suffers from that the least out of a lot of games I can think of, so, I mean, yeah. Unless the game has controversy, but normally I don't, unfortunately, for better or worse, sometimes I miss controversy. As you've heard me say before, I do try to do my own research on games, just to make sure, you know, it's okay to play. But hey, I hope she can be kind, by the way. Kindness is to ignore others' slander and remember their grace. Yeah, as it turns out, when you look at all the bad, looks like your mind's already made up for you. There's a mathematics contest? Oh yeah, I'm gonna get exposed here. Especially on a game that's kind of doing a thing here. But, yeah. No, child's having a bet with Remley for the mathematics contest. Papa supports you. Fired up. Burning up. Anywho, hey Derek. Oh, you didn't want to burn this energy on something else. Like, totally doesn't look like waifu material. Yeah, it's a raising sim. You raise daughter. Raise daughter, have cool daughter, be kind father and loving father. As we increase our imagination here to D+? D+. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna eat this food. And I should have already calculated this. I don't know why I didn't. But anywho. Let's do this one more time at least. And back home we'll go. Because I want to play hide and seek. Is she getting a mama to Baba needs dad needs love to, but he still loves his wife. Have you been there for me all along, right? Don't worry. He'll take care of daughter. But yeah, we burn everything else. Thank goodness, though. This is a good design decision. If you're playing a game with that has energy in it, for the love of everything, add in an option that allows you to hit 0 reliably, or basically burn the rest of your energy. One of the two. Usually something like this, because if you burn the rest of your energy, sometimes it feels bad. But anywho, we'll get the 30% sale off. So what are these? Spring Breeze has 3 levels. The base atmosphere value increases by 1 point when inviting to a date, I think. 11, good feeling level needed to hang out decreases to acquaintance, which, that's important as well. I don't know why I said it like that, but anywho. Let's finish this up, and you know what? I guess in the interest of just finishing this... Forego relationship with father to do daughter courses. Anywho. Puppets friendship. Charisma 1, motion plus 20. But yes, control your emotions, child. Daughter. So there's no romance at all with the dad's character. In this game, no. And the fact that I phrased it that way should let you know how Princess Maker 2 has a thing. Because this is your blood daughter. If we're speaking from a blind standpoint, because I don't know what happens in the story for certain, but hey, 4 courses, that's a lot. You should praise her. You should. Say, not too bad if Remedy cares on like this, because the thing for Princess Maker 2, as we see a strange glowing in the sky, is that it's a goddaughter from the sky, so it's not blood related. But even then, like in real life, if you treat someone as a daughter, even if they're blood related or not, it is a bit strange, because that human beings is a term. There's something about the psychology of this, where when you treat someone as a family member, whether they're brother, sister, father, mother, uncle, aunt, you are less inclined to, from my opinion on an observation I read about, you are more inclined to avoid a romantic relationship and stay platonic, if we're to speak on this in a scientific way, but also an educational, because, you know, I didn't even know about this. So yeah, I didn't know why I got gold there. I forgot. I think it's because of story reasons, but anywho. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, so, yeah. I mean, again, this is all about the relationship between the two. That's why people thought it weird for Princess Maker 2 for there to be a relationship, but I guess in Japan, at least from what I would assume, the lack of blood relations allows for that kind of relationship to go forth, whereas in Western countries, again, as I said, I would assume that even if you're not blood related, that kind of connection, as I think about what my stats are doing, is less, you know, it's a bit more awkward for people. Just a little bit, at least.
Oh?
How about father talks about his father? Oh no! And again, which is why, if you had to choose, I mean, yeah, you could choose to have a mother character as well, but again, as I mentioned before with the stats and relationships thing about different combinations, you would probably want to have a differing experience based on whether you play as a father or a mother, because not because of how, you know, what you want your identity to be like, but because of the opposite reason, which is, you know, why can I choose my identity as a father, mother, guardian figure if it doesn't result in any gameplay changes? Because then it just feels like you're pandering at this point, which in this day and age, we know what pandering looks like, I think. So, yeah. I mean, if I want, I guess I should just do this, but I will be doing that as Nate. Oh wait, no, we're in the festival. That's right. Never mind. I guess all we can do is this. But I would rather do this. Do I? Yeah, I would rather do this. I do still want the relationship increase though, so I will play hide and seek. No, we're gonna do this. Sacrifice relationship. Yeah, interesting fact. I wouldn't call it what I'm saying a fact. It's more based on, you know, lines of thought, which is good because we need discourse to decide on the correct way of going forward. Going to the Birdie Festival. I'm going to call it the Bird Festival. I don't know if it's Birdie, though. In Chinese, I think it would make a lot more sense because from what one person who is a native Chinese speaker has tried explaining to me, the way that you add, you know, these forms to base words like what other one is it? Another example, I guess what I heard was big and bigger. But bird, birdie, the kind of, I guess the more affectionate terms for things is a very frequent thing to see in, at least in Chinese. I would say the same for Japanese to some extent, and Korea. Japanese kind of has a parallel here. Also, we're explaining the gifts here. I'll move on in a moment, but let me finish the thought before I forget. So Japanese has, you know, obviously things like San-chan, Name-chan, but then you also have nicknames. So say the name Hideki becomes Hidechi sometimes if you want to nickname someone. So there are ways to play with words in Japanese, and then I just have to believe the person when the person who knows Chinese in real life to me said of how Chinese has similar things. So that's why you'll see things in names sometimes and you add them to it, and it might sound strange in English, but it makes perfect sense in Chinese. Anywho, instructions for gifts for this festival. Every gift that the player is prepared for the gift exchange event will become a gift ticket handed to the daughter for basically gameplay gains, which is quite important. If you prepared one gift, then Remley will have one chance to draw a gift in the gift exchange at the end of the festival. If the father spends some money to prepare more gifts, the daughter will have more chances to draw gifts as well. So that's why we're going to give her 150. So basically 50 gold for even just 20 in a stat, which is a gift you can get. Pretty good. The streets are filled with the laughter of parents and children. The first life in the world was born in a volcano. That was Volcano Goddess, says the lore. Can't believe that even the Bishop Claire is here. Since the first life was born, there's been a colorful life from 1 to infinity. The Volcano Goddess controls the time of everything in the world. She conceived the vein of exquisite life and then continuously infused time, gradually making the world full of flowers and laughter, full of the breath of life. The goddess is amazing, isn't she? Says the father Bobby. The daughter is just listening. Oh, it's rare for Remley to be so serious. Whoa, snap out of it. Yes, snap out of it. Parent-child mathematics contest. You want to complete? Yeah, let's expose myself on stream. But you can't participate if you don't know how to do math. Oof. I'm just a trolly dad. Anyway, you'll have time to learn math for yourself when you're, you know, out of kindergarten. Oh! Anyway, alright. We'll walk around first and come back to it because there are people to talk to. What a little beepy! You were younger this when you were born. Younger? Anywho, smaller? More laughter. Are these actually... Anywho. Moving away. Puppy. Child. These, anywho, I'm going crazy. Do I want to spin on the lucky wheel? Let's find out. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. I should know better, but we'll even go all in here and pick yellow. I don't know why it moves so slow, but we'll sit here. At least so I can do it. The air is full of children. Yeah, they're dropping out of the sky! I'm probably just gonna lose 300 gold here, but you know what? Worth it. It's not. But if we consider the fact that we have a 30% off on items, maybe that'll make me feel better. Maybe. Also, don't ask me why this is moving so slow. Maybe someone messed up a number here, but yeah, I should have picked blue. I was gonna pick blue. No, my money. Anywho, we'll move on. Correctly answer as many math questions as possible. So do math. So arithmetic competitions. Answer the most arithmetic questions correctly in the time allotted. Right click to confirm, left to toggle. Are you ready? Yeah, please choose a difficulty. We'll go with the most difficult one, because we're confident. Oh goodness, I'm going to focus now. 4, this is 16, this is 12, this is 6, 24, 4, oh my goodness, -4, 28, 0, 14, 6, 0, oh my goodness, I clicked over. -4, oh, never mind, lost it. 8, 12, 10, 4, 7, -3, 4, 4, 3, 40, please, 2, 3, 75 points. I could have done a lot better. That timer's good. So, funny enough, I think, so this is a very specific graphical bug, and it's important to address this now, where, so the way that your computer in real life basically handles things, because the game is stuttering right now, this is not, how do I say it? This is not in time with the actual countdown in game. So thankfully enough, the number is correct. That's why when I'm rushing myself, it was correct. But the thing that's going around the circle like this is supposed to be in line with the timer. And thankfully, the thing going around in the circle was not the actual timer. So, anywho. So yeah, there's a desync here. Because I'm sure that this... I forgot what engine that Volcano Princess is made in, but there are syncing errors that can occur when someone's hardware is not up to snuff, or the game is just not optimized. I don't know which it is, but essentially that's what happens. And there's a way to control it, it's just not programmed into Volcano Princess for whatever reason. For here, I mean, yeah, it's probably my fault hardware-wise, but it's still important. This is why I emphasize new games coming out. You can build things for stronger computers because most people have strong setups by now, but at the same time, that does mean you are alienating those who are basically not up to snuff. And it's not a lot of people, but I'm one of those included, which is why I'm gonna make a B argument here and say, yeah, you should probably care a bit, but at the same time, if you're looking at the money of things, yeah, you can try to build things for good setups. In fact, I do have a good setup, but hey, so what did I get? 20 emotion, 20 intelligence, 2 stamina, 10 emotion, 20 imagination. Well, hey. So you were actually arguing about this with the parent? Yeah, so there is a reason as the daughter decides to leave with the daughter. I'll narrate in a bit, but yeah, it's kind of important to think about it, because if you're not, and ideally you want it to work for every system, because there is a way to optimize things, and to enough of a way to incorporate like everyone who can't upgrade. But yeah, paid your PC 4 years ago, actually obsolete nowadays. Yeah, even at this day and age, a difference of 4 years can result in a generation shift. Can, anyway. I'm not saying it will or would, but people are speeding up more, which may or may not be a good thing, but as people get older, don't run, there's a cliff, daughter. Oh! And so while what's apparent here isn't quite apparent, assumably, we jump down to save our daughter, who fell off a cliff. And our leg is now broken because of it. And this is what the thumbnail looks like, by the way. But it's not clear what happened, so... While some people think, well, what the heck happened? It is a good way to story-wise. You can obscure things in story, but whether or not that's a good decision, we'll see. Hello, wife. By the way, our wife is so expressive. What about our daughter? Is our daughter safe?
不要担心，交给我吧，一切都会变好的。
Well, those lines can be comforting or worrying.
你的任务就是好好休息。
Why don't you just relax?
一切都会变好的。
Also, the scene plays out by itself. I was not in control there. That's why there's a skip button. Yes, and also my chair is continuing to complain. In the blink of an eye, daughter is already 12 years old. Time really does fly. Also, it makes for good pacing. Even though some people might think a 7-year jump is kind of quick, but hey. Country is now recruiting young knights. There's a lady named my daughter's name in the house, right? Do you have a moment? This is important matter at first consult, but yeah, it's probably... yeah. Daughter's obsessed with that female light Lebsa lately after she took to the city by storm. The bird knew. So that's how it is. Since, well, it was my daughter's idea, I guess I'll support her wishes. So, off we go. Better ask my daughter about this. News. The 3 lords are hiring knights, like a certain 3 houses. But anywho, I'm not saying that's where everything comes from, but hey, Central Plaza has been rebuilt or re-modified or something, and then now the theater is a lot of gameplay things. What the? It's kind of brutal even, yeah. Hi, daughter. Well, a dude did come over and hand me a letter. Well, yeah, I guess. So this is why I assume that our leg broke, unless it broke beforehand, but hey. Alright, I'll just stay a broken dad. Watch out, Edelgard, oh no! Meanwhile, daughter thinks about sneaking out in a game where I know her thought. Anywho. Do we do this, by the way? I mean, it costs 0, but after-school projects. Each year, your daughter will have 3 opportunities to purchase after-school practice. After-school practice sessions have more difficult requirements, but your daughter will also gain greater core abilities upon completion. And just abilities in general. Successful hangout, good feelings plus 3. Monthly admirers plus 10, but since we want relationships. I forgot which one is single target and which one's AoE. I think I just want or just regular attack even, but this one has a lower threshold, and it's gonna be a while since I have before I get 1,000. So we want to save this letter for the moment because we don't have perception. So off we go. Wait, talk to daughter first. Don't work too hard. Father not either. Don't work too hard. Hard father as well. But also, have I always lived here? Yes, apparently. But also special talk. Yeah. Sometimes, father gets a headache and gets a little confused. Just a little bit, though. It's not that serious. Let's not make each other worry. But also, I keep forgetting about these things exist, but I mean, if you're just playing well, I guess you're not really thinking about it because you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a buff. Anywho. Oh, there's not really much to check. Anywho. Let's do this first. No, bed first. No, she wants to go. Okay, fine. Wait, you can't even explore because you don't have the energy, do you? Well, we have to go anyway. So that game is spin off 3 houses. Or at least the idea. Question mark? This is our first time? Yeah, I mean, she's just going in there alone. We don't have the energy, though, I don't think. Unless the game just says we can. Okay, cool. That means you can technically just spend a bunch of energy, but we'll play by the rules, kind of. Combat, by the way. Battles are divided into player rounds and enemy rounds. During the player's turn, the player receives 2 energy points per turn, which can be used for skills and attacks. Each combat skill has a cooldown round, and during the cooldown round, you have to spend more energy if you decide to use it. So that way you can't spam attacks, the same one over and over every turn. 2 energy points can be spent each round on shields, and each energy point will resist 25% of an enemy's attack. You can switch between sword and bow weapons at the bottom, which are divided into physical and magical weapons as well. According to the different weaknesses of the enemy, use different weapons, or else you may not defeat enemies as fast. But yeah, as we're alone here and we don't deal a lot of damage, we're probably just going to get rocked here. But that's fine. You can defend here. The character graying out just means that they've spent their action, but you know. Map looks like Slay the Spire, Inscription. As someone who hasn't played Inscription, I will believe you. But yeah, rip mood, by the way, because that just destroys it. How did you lose? Yeah, you were alone and you don't have a lot of strength, if anything. A wise warrior knows who to ask. Well, become friends with people. But if Rose, or, well, default name is Rose, that's why I called her Rose. But if your daughter goes down in battle, then yeah, you lose automatically. Just like a certain other series about summoning helpful beings to your side with your friends. Hi, Nina. Hi. Hey, Nina first playthrough, and Nina probably also here as well. Yeah, then she, beat up. Like to introduce herself, says Nina. Heir to the Handel family, training to be a knight. Hi, yeah, I'm daughter, heir to father. Aha, that's a good joke, looking at your badge. You're also a new student at St. Elmore's Academy, right? Looking forward to meeting you. Each incoming freshman will choose their ordained lord. Is there anyone who takes their interest yet? Well, daughter's not sure, but until then. Also, there's a big shining light over here. Central Plaza as well. Cat. But yeah, into Central Plaza we go. Send me an image of them. Okay. I'll look at that. I'll look at that after if I'm not going absolutely crazy. There are 2 shining lights here, by the way. Central Plaza. Buy clothes and weapons or watch opera. The theater and bats here are also looking for work, so you can find a job and get extra money. She doesn't need to, but in story, she wants to make money. But anywho, hey, Rebecca. Villager interactions. Players have 3 patience points per turn, which is your energy for basically social interactions with NPCs, mainly. And 1 patience point will be consumed for specific interaction content with villagers, like Seek Advice, which you gain random attribute values, and Affection. Challenge/Duel, decide the winner by combat attributes, which I haven't done as much. Challenge Debate, which you lose by brains. Subject scores and eloquence, depends on what you get. Gift giving, the amount of goodwill you can gain depends on the gift level. Each villager has their own favorite items, as I mentioned earlier in the stream, and this doesn't cost patience. But also hangout/date, or hangout, which is kind of more accurate, which depends on relationship levels, but also uses up patience point. And an action point, or maybe one of the 2, I can't remember. But anyway, chat is free, so we might as well. Yeah, which is why I like to check around every scene first, so which will take me more time. But again, if I don't know which NPCs are available, I don't know how to spend my patience points. I'm gonna say patience points, because even though there's another series that has the abbreviation that people use, yeah. Hey, Jermaine. But yeah, as we consider what we do, so we're gonna save some of our money for now, because we may need to spend money to complete objectives later on. But we'll see. Ah, my money! But without further ado, harvest more and then plant seeds. Also, hey Hackett. Hair is the color of the sun and the daughter's eyes are like a lake, trying to, you know, get acquainted with my daughter, it seems. Theoretically, I think they're all supposed to be the same age, around the same age right now. So, but I think they're using this, just gonna use the same sprites, so it's kind of fine. Hey, Basilu. And we do want to rest here because we don't have the energy at the moment. But we do also want to sow more seeds, so we'll actually do 1 carrot, but also 1 flower this time. Then we want to actually cook. I forgot. So cooking. As your daughter's cooking level increases, there will be a higher probability of getting double dishes and or unlocking more recipes, and making gourmet food. Cooked food can be used to improve stamina, mood, and or various attributes. Dishes can also be given to villagers as gifts. So yeah. So I'll make 1 of these. So the fact that you can even recover your own energy with this stuff means, yeah, you can do some interesting things. But anywho. We'll keep moving on. Because we can't even use this thing anyway. Or increase our stats anywhere there. Click on lights, by the way. Oh my goodness. Anywho. So talking to NPCs that are not basically romanceable at least gives you perception, which is what you need for your letters, mainly. But, am I a friend of Nina's? Yeah, here's her sister Mona.
Hi.
Hi. I guess we'll do this as well then. So, let's actually consult. As a girl boss, Mona often listens to the thoughts of the guests, important to keep them happy. Emotion high. But also we need energy. And we also need mood. Hey, Derek. And away we go. Actually, I should check my plans. I don't know why I'm not doing this for myself. But we'll do this. We'll also need the money soon, but let me go back and check where I'm going. Because I don't think there's anyone else in the Central Plaza, so... Can we do a thing? Because there's one easy way to figure out if someone can join you on a thing. I just forgot if these two ladies can. I don't think so. And Jermaine definitely can't. That I know for sure, I think. But the easy way to tell is if you have the invite option. If you have the invite, that's a character that can join you for exploration / battle. But I could just wait as well, because there are other things, so... I could also just continue consulting or challenging and gifting with the same character, but hey. Although, while we're here... I do want Mona on my team, basically, because I'm also going to grab Nina as well. Benson... Hackett. Yeah, I'll take Hackett along with me.
Hey.
But for the moment... You're not duel, right? I don't know what kind of challenge this is. Duel or debate? I guess we'll find out in a hot moment, but before we do that, let's use this a few times. A painting. 100% chance. Portrait. Whee! Painting like Benson does more. Action to watch a woman paint, though. Well, chit-chat. When your daughter performs an action within the scene, if there's a villager who hasn't reached the acquaintance relationship level nearby, they will evaluate her behavior, and if Remley is doing something or their daughter is doing something they like, it will increase their affection / favorability. Nice little bonus, but yeah, while we're here. Yeah, so only debate here. Even though you can take her along, you can't really duel with her yet, unless that's the thing. Anywho. I have a 0 chance of winning, so... I guess we'll do anything else. But we can now hang out, which is interesting, as this build anyway. Dating, which is what the game calls, but also hanging out. Your daughter can go hang out with villagers who have reached a friendship, or in this case acquaintance, relationship level. Choices made during while hanging out will determine the atmosphere value of, your time together. You'll get an extra chance to give gifts during the date if you make mistakes mainly, which can also increase the atmosphere value. Once the atmosphere value is max, you can choose to flirt or smile depending on if they're romanceable with the villager, which will gracefully increase the favorability of them. But I think right now it says ambiguous, so I think there's something out. But anywho, we'll go to the theater. Nope, we don't have enough energy. So before we can even do that, we have to probably eat. Do we even have enough? We need 2 action points. That's right. I forgot about that. Well, back we go. Oh, it's also Niziak. So the map there also tells you what you have and haven't done yet. So, bonk. Into this. And away we go. Now we can hang out. Theater. Hey, Mona. We're mainly doing this to speed up the affection increase.
Huh?
So many people in theater, it'd be great if we can invite some actors to the restaurant because... Profit. I was going to say something else. Comedy? And you basically want 2 of these, and then a correct choice in the 3rd decision soon, but fashion show. What does my daughter think is the most romantic? Sending roses, accompanying each other day by day, surprising each other every day, accompanying each other? Okay, good. Don't have to use a gift here. Think so too, Mona, protecting protecting each other as they grow older is the greatest form of romance. Is she romanceable? Wait, yeah, it is. So this will say something else if they're not romanceable, so... Whee! I know our daughter is like only, 12 years old right now, but that, we're doing this for affection relationship. So hey, with mood increases as well. But yeah, now we can go back home. So yeah, if you've already done certain actions that are consumable, there'll be a green check mark next to them, which is a very, very good quality of life thing. That way we're not wasting time trying to figure out if we need to do a thing. As for admirers and love letters, though, participating in activities such as dance, theater performance, and part-time jobs will earn your daughter admirers. The number will also increase as core attributes are improved because, success is attractive. The number of love letters received each month will also increase as the number of admirers increases. Replying to these letters will consume sense/perception, I think, and different types of love letters will give different rewards, but you usually want to use the highest number. Now that, in that case, maybe not, but I made my choice already. So we'll play games. And now time for the plan. I don't think there's anything else. Oh wait, opening ceremony. Never mind, I lied. Hello, today's the first day of St. Elmore's Knights Academy. Archery, science, religion classes, etiquette classes, literature, painting, all of the stats needs for your daughter. And anyone else, really. Countries in need of soldiers in order to purge the beast and monsters. Any child who wants to do so can enroll regardless of background, because we need the hands. I heard that the school lunches are delicious, too. That's right, the chefs working at the school are the apprentices of our family's chef. Hello, daughter. See you later.
Nina!
Ah! Hi, Nina. Students of St. Elmore's go to the auditorium on the west side of school to assemble immediately. What happened? It's probably choosing a lord, getting sorted into a house or something like that. So away we go. The three big families are also recruiting apprentice knights. Representatives from three families also came to the ceremony as the country's future knights. Choose one. So don't feel too pressured though, because even though you pick one that may specialize in battle, society and charisma, and intelligence, and there may be color-coded for your convenience, that doesn't mean that you have to stick with what you do. You can try to, if you need something else, you can make flexible choices. Koi ga chisai! Anywho, totally not... Again, I actually haven't played Three Houses. Obviously, I know about it, but yeah. I think the last one that I've seen someone around me play was actually the one after Three Houses, right? But anywho, we have a princess at our last house. Oh no, I know it's amazing. Again, I didn't play it myself, but yeah. I've been through the experience, basically. So even though she's a few years after graduation, fun. So we'll go over this really quickly. For anyone who's new watching this, I will try to hit the important points, or most of them. The Handel family loves adventure and has impressive combat skills. You can meet them at the gladiatorial arena, weapons store, and the Black Street, because fight! Royal family places great importance on the cultivation of courtiers, manners, and artistic training. They often hold balls, attend theaters and baths, and pay attention to the growth of interpersonal relationships. The royal family. The Bryan family, on the other hand, loves activities that challenge the mind, especially debate and alchemy and intelligence. In addition to these, they often go hunting and enjoy horse racing. But yeah, as we're building into emotion / charisma / society stuff, royal family. There's even a thing... Oh, I was about to say. Will we understand it's the best decision? No, that some of them are here because they intend to marry her. As long as you can, do the objective here, you can do as you wish. Question mark? Does that have anything to do with the princess, really, though? Didn't know. Decided by the king in the national parliament last week. The current military goal is to kill the forest demon owl princess and, cut off the source of its recovery. In order to accomplish this goal as soon as possible, the king promised the person who takes the head of the owl princess can marry the princess of Volcano Country. But the princess is still so young. Yeah, Nina thinks so too. If it were her, she'd never agree. So just, passing comment. But the princess was stuck in the middle of all this, so yeah. She's just not interested in marriage one bit, though. If the daughter can kill the demon, is it possible that she can marry the princess? Haha! Certainly a good idea, but Nina's for her. But, yeah, let's move on. And haha, tension, but also friendliness. Yeah, Effie and Gage, that's what it is. Yeah, it's very similar to the Three Houses where, yeah. I mean, at this point, it's kind of a trope in a way. But at the same time, also, you know what oh, actually, I can do that here. I don't know why I'm looking away. Hey, Mona. Seems like the miss has been trouble recently. We're going to introduce you to concerns. Should take them seriously. She's still at a young age, so as the only relative, if you don't listen to her concerns, darkness. The door to darkness? Also, I need to check something really quickly because the thing... Oh, sorry! Oh, pain. Also, by the way. Yeah, so as it turns out, if a game is doing something well, it doesn't hurt to try and follow the good things that games are doing and implement them to your own games. But there is a limit to that. Be sure to remember, if the player ignores the concerns for a long time, something bad will happen, or maybe good, depending on what your goal is. But anyway... we can become a different father now, so faithful friend. Oh, that sounds great, because you're building into that, right? And because we always operate with Bird, I have a special feeling, but anywho. Hey, Mona. Hey, Bobby, she says. Is daughter home? Yep. Oh, so the game also... Yeah, so yeah. Yeah. The cherries in the orchid are ripe. Just got back from picking them. Want to make a new flavor of cherry cake in the restaurant. I've never actually had that. But it seems like our daughter's going to try it out. On the way to Mona's restaurant/house. You hear Lord Lepsa defeated the terrifying bird lady in the canyon. When did this happen? Oh, these are children. Yesterday I heard from my father that the knights held a reception last night. Does Lepsa drink too? She drinks a lot. She won't even get drunk after drinking 5 bottles. Aha, she really is the best at everything she does. Ditto. Lepsa isn't even 20 years old yet, and she's already playing the hero till she dies. Daughter's a big fan. What? You like that brat too? Sorry, Mona gets jealous because, well, Nina's obsessed with Lepsa too. You know, Lepsa was adopted by the old man of the Handel family, and now she's in charge of the power as a lord. Does she always belong to them? She was originally Asbel's apprentice. Don't they look similar? They use the same weapon, they both love to drink. Oh. Yeah. Of course she's amazing. She's strong and good at fighting and really pretty and everyone loves her. But she thought she was the only sister that mattered to the daughter and Nina, Mona says. I'm not sad either, it's just that you guys haven't been talking about Lepsa every day and Mona's now jealous. But no matter how cool Lepsa is, says daughter, she'll never be able to cook delicious dishes like Mona. Mona's already untouchable when it comes to cooking. How can cooking be considered an advantage? Oh, would you like to know? How could it not be? Daughter agrees with Jordan in real life. It's a great advantage. Even the mighty Asbel must eat to survive. The strength that delicious food brings to people is very powerful, and it is. Mona can run a huge restaurant by herself too, the daughter thinks, which is no simple task. And Mona's really good at dealing with people. She takes care of every guest, and when she encounters unreasonable customers, she teaches them a lesson. And that's why you can take her into battle. Maybe she really is good. Is there anything else? Wants compliments? She's also beautiful, and she has a great figure? Questions, daughter? Oh, you. Cheer up, Mona. Feel better. Raise affection. Look at this big bubble that you can't do anything else until you address it is. You must address this, by the way. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure, because I tried clicking away before. Confronted with the load of daughter, confronted with the troubled-looking daughter, the father decides to, chat with her. Dad, do you have any understanding of the relationship between the lords? Well, the daughter heard that Princess Gwyneth and Lepsa once dueled in the forest, and the principal was the judge. Yeah, the father's also heard of it. The Princess Gwyneth participated in the duel because she was dissatisfied with Lepsa's status as a special lord of the Handel family because she was adopted, and wanted to test her eligibility to become a lord. So, who won? They didn't decide who would win or lose at the final moment. The principal stopped them. So, if they continue to fight, will it cause a struggle between the royal family and the two major families? For example, if 3 lords engage in a life and death duel at the city gate and their knights all come out to defend their lords, resulting in all 3 defeats and injuries, in this way the national military strength will be greatly reduced and the land will turn to chaos. That story does sound familiar, but after becoming a novice knight, the dad has become very responsible and begins to worry about things like this. So, you could be red, you could be that, yeah, I think these are the kind of things. Praise our long-term vision, describe the balance to always protect you. Yeah, praise her for a long-term vision. So this is what I should do, Dad. Work hard to share the worries of the Lord in order to protect important people. The people close to my Kokoro. This is the fate of a novice knight. Indeed, ho ho ho! After heart-to-heart, imagination increased. Feels like she's full of strength and her mind has also increased by 1. And the relationship increased somehow, but whether it's what I want, yeah. Basically want these to increase and none of these, definitely none of these. Horrible, clumsy, and lame. But anyway, the mission of our Lord. This is the first time that, you know, we discussed anything with the princess. In order to make better arrangement for daughter, some questions must be answered. Is she willing to spend a lot of time studying etiquette? Yeah, I'd love to. Which does she prefer, painting or music? Painting. Does she like going to the garden banquet? Not really, but she often wants to go. Does she dream of becoming a theater actress? Don't really want to. Does a job at the bath for her? Not really. Does the daughter think about building relationships with more people? Yes. Alright. Well, then, it seems that the game prepares something for you. I hope that does matter, but, you know, we'll see. Young people are the future of Volcano Country. Young people like Gwyneth herself. Anyway, the lords. There are 3 lords to choose from in the game. Once you select the lord, you will see a stronghold near the Forgotten Forest. You can interact with the lord by going inside. There are 3 lords to choose from in the game. Once a lord is selected, you will see a stronghold near the Forgotten Forest, and you can interact with them because that's where they can be, so you can spend your patience points. And increase your affection even more so with these. Purchasing 1 place, proms, imagination or emotion increase 1 piece of clothing, and etiquette courses. And away we go. I think the CGs used for the splashes here are mostly the same, except for the last one, which adds the Lord question mark. Again, you don't need to make a different CG for everything, but if possible. Also, so this apparently doesn't change. My daughter has a picture of Lebsa on the wall, because Bishi. Bishi girl. A girl can be Bishi, right? By shoujo. Bishoujo is what I'm trying to say. And by shoujo, technically, if we're riding along with that, but oof. I don't wanna do anything weird. What's your favorite thing to do lately? Increasing perception and affection? Cool. But also giving pocket money. I forgot to do this in the first playthrough for like 8 turns, so whoops. Love and affection is important. But also making sure we have things as well. Express gratitude. And away we go. Is there anything I need to check? No, not really, right? So off we go. To be fair, compared to 3 houses, 3 lords are independent. Yeah, so they're not all meant to, you know, be their own. Well, in a way, you could say that the 3 houses are independent as well, but they are trying to work together to accomplish a task. But anywho, my mind. Again, I know about it, but I don't know every single detail, I guess, is what I'll try to say. Talk to everyone. There's no reason not to. So this is the part when I say, like I said, when you reach this phase, even just this into the game, yeah, you're walking around making sure you do everything. Some people would call this tedious, but again, it's not like you're forced to do that. But what people really complain about is like, oh, to be efficient, I have to micromanage it like this, which, I mean, I guess it's not. I wouldn't say it's the fairest criticism, but it is true to them, I guess. But yeah, we're gonna increase our affection with our relationship with the sisters while doing this. So, yeah, we can't hang. Oh, that's right, we can't do that. We can give her a gift though. Red rose, +3. Can we do it now? Yeah. To the theater we go. 200 gold. they quote-unquote become, quote-unquote again, independent, but not really, still rely on the teacher as a strategist warlord. So, as we hang out with Nina here, a circus performance. Being happy together, best friends for life. This is the big one, though. This is the one you need to get. People say divination is a superstition. People can bring people hope. Usually you're using common logic, but sometimes with trickier characters I can see how it goes differently. Does this gift help us out here? I'm just gonna do this. She has a special feeling as she hangs out with daughter. But more importantly, +6 relationship and mood. To be fair, you're not done a run with the blue house, and you've only done merchants, no, yellow and red with Claude and Edelgard. If we're talking about someone's experiences with 3 houses, as we continue talking to everyone else. But yeah, we'll continue onwards. Central Plaza. Do we want to get? I don't think we can do banquet things yet. I can try, but... And we basically don't want to go exploring in the forest or battles until we have a full party here. You could go without a party, but that's... In my opinion, that's usually if you have battle. I don't know why I'm trying to give her a gift. 7 of mine and charisma plus run random, or watch something else for mood. Get a random poster, but... Let's look at this real quick, unless I'm already sucked into the event. The garden ball. You can attend the garden ball in the square, then you'll meet higher characters in later locations. You can choose from 15 topics to chat with ball attendees. The level of topics depends on your daughter's life experience on each topic. Higher topic scores will affect the overall experience of the party, but essentially you're also doing a kind of battle here. Prom participants will be less aggressive if they receive a topic they like, and vice versa. If they discuss a topic they don't like, they'll be more aggressive. Watch what you say, choose the right topic, and according to their occupation and personality. So, I mean, we could give it a try, but let's finish walking around first. Yeah, sorry, 3 houses for actually first Fire Emblem will sit through while having fun, so close to, yeah. I think the first one I've actually... Oh, well. That's not right. So the first one would have to be Blazing Sword? Lyn? I think Lyn was a lot of... The story of Lyn, Eliwood, and Hector was a lot of Western... I'm not sure, was a lot of Western players' first experience with Fire Emblem. Because it was one of the first ones that came over. But then, yeah, I think I also played Radiant Dawn and its predecessor or sequel. And then I also played... Kakuse. I forgot what the... Kakuse, though. I forgot what the English one is. Anywho. Working in the bats, by the way. Working at the bats in the central square will earn your daughter extra money, but will cost stamina. Upgrading the total job level will unlock rewards and more advanced job types. Each job type has a charisma or mind minimum threshold. Working the same job multiple times will raise the job level. Some jobs will raise admirers or darkness, so choose carefully. Lyn is the one in GBA? Yeah, Lyn. Lyn, I believe, unless it was recently localized to Lin. But, you know, yes, the short answer is yes. So, 7 cheese to do that. Or banquet. I should actually be looking at my objectives for the house. Or, sorry, Lord. We'll see. When gifting... Oh, gifting. I should probably take that next. Yeah. Gifting, please. So what are we doing here? Christmas 10. 1 banquet, sorry. 1 play. Clothing. Etiquette. And thing. But we don't have... I don't think we have enough for clothing. Do we? We might have enough for a little bit, but... Let's find it. Costumes, by the way. There are more than a dozen outfits to collect in the game. Some outfits can enhance your daughter's attributes. Rare clothing can only be obtained through special means, some of which cannot be accessed until winter. There are more than a dozen outfits to collect in-game, so, you know, do what you can as we get another outfit here. So, I mean, I guess we can, yeah. Mind or charisma? Charisma. Whee! We put that on here or elsewhere? Question mark. I don't remember. We can go home and check. How does like this game is for you? Ladies dress, yeah. So closet. And yeah, do things. Dress up complete. What a lovely dress! Pink! And away we go. So yeah, let's do this. Fountain pool, please. Left. Go left to right. Oh goodness. Haven't been seen before. Oh my goodness, the pain! Current charm 13, interject drops by 13 points. Wearing a dress that makes her look pretty. More! But yeah. Sketching sketching inspirations? Okay, chat. Ow! Remley, withdraw! I choose you! Pain. Not very successful. Try to increase the topic points and charm. Yeah. Yeah, but I did my best. Are you happy, Gwyneth? My daughter did her best. Close, so close, by the way. What's one? I think it's just like emotion, right? Or etiquette courses. Basically, after this turn, I'll be upgraded again, but there may still be other objectives there as well. Did I talk to everyone, by the way? I feel like I didn't. Character from another game? Anywho. But yeah, then we go to the harbor, then to the forest, and away we go. More lights. Oh yeah, so we can get items here. What does that do for me? Is that just a material or a bug that we can sell? But essentially 80 gold if I do that. And it's a Mark the Guard. His dream is to become a real knight, a real boy man, mainly man. And then we don't have any horses, but we can look at the tutorial for this. Horse racing. After taming a horse, which is usually based on intelligence, your daughter can participate in horse racing at the port. The racetrack holds on odd numbered months, and beauty pageants on even numbered months. After winning a race or a contest on horses, you will get prestige and rewards. This is what a race looks like. Each horse has 4 attributes: base speed, acceleration, acceleration times, and appearance. A random horse attribute for your Uma Musume can be improved by purchasing a care tool in the weapons store. But we don't have anything, so into the valley we go. Forgotten Valley. Hey, Benson. Summer is the season of bright colors, no better subject as we chat together about art. We're here for a walk. Picture he drew when he last saw her was already framed. He can see the roar of gallery. The forest isn't always peaceful because it's dangerous. Yes, she's a knight, social knight. You can be a social knight. It took a lot of effort to carry ancient books. Oh, pain. But hey, Gwyneth. I mean, in relationships here would not be bad either, but I am already hard focusing on the I'm like hard focusing on the sisters. We can give you a gift though. But yeah, I think there's a way to check things, show your friends, and your events, the info, and other stuff. Mona, the owner of a family restaurant who loves cooking and socializing and has a keen heart to succeed. She's known Nina since she was a kid and saw her as a little... Oh, they're not actually related. Well, going crazy. But although in, you can... There are relationships like that. I mean, you made pretty much sisters. Just going through Nina and Mona's profiles really quickly. 4th daughter of the Hands, she majored at theology at school. Spending most of her time studying with the archbishop at the altar, Nina occasionally works as a priest. And away we go. We didn't even burn all of our energy yet, so offward to the restaurant we go. Or she can be an introverted knight like Sao. Oh no! And get into a fight out in... Oh, never mind, I'm not going to say that much. Anywho. I did use all my perception, right? Yeah, or patience, right? Yeah, I did. So off I go. And I think you can only visit the banquet once. You can only explore once. Yeah, that I know. Otherwise, I think I have to work at the theater as well, right? Yeah, participate in one play. So I guess we'll do that. Also, wait, I can check this. Alchemy Workshop. The Alchemy Workshop is a gacha, offers 6 new alchemy items every 6 months, and the success rate of each item depends on your daughter's mind. There are 3 types of alchemical items: potions, furniture, and weapons. Potions can be consumed to improve attributes or given to others. Furniture can be placed in the home to improve basic attributes, and weapons can be used to improve combat attributes. The Alchemy Workshop offers 6 new, and yeah, you hope and pray. Like this. Success rate 5. Why not? Oh, 5%? No! How could I fail 5%? Oh, another 5. I'm just throwing money away here, but 5%. Oh no! But yeah, I mean, it does depend on mine, but at the same time, pain. Anywho. Participate, question mark? I'm going crazy. Oh, yeah, here. So, charisma, but we don't have 300 emotions, so sadness. We can still sign up for it, but... Oh, we're off. Yeah, we're off. Can we go do anything else? Oh, we're gonna find out. Oh, we're gonna find out. Oh, what a pain. Well... Yeah, I already messed it up. How could I do this to myself? Ah, it's fine. It's not fine. Huh. I guess I will just paint a lot more. I know. You know what? Instead, I should do... No, we're going to keep doing this for the moment. We'll sketch a full painting. Landscape. Just see what... Gotcha! What do I mean? No! 2-star painting. What does that mean? It means we put the lakeshore somewhere. But as we have no more energy, we return. Portrait of Hackett, Lakeshore. Essentially becoming gift items, it seems? Anywho. Yeah, so not much else to this month. Let me just make sure, though. Etiquette courses. Which you can do over here. Because otherwise, yeah, I'm going to be doing stuff here. Art, science, and ritual. Question mark? I should check through here. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, but hey. Introduction to painting. Introduction is for imagination. Which I barely... Oh my goodness, I'm off by a bit. Pain, man. Organic language, emotion. This is intelligence, and this is strength. Well. I guess we are taking art classes. We're basically passing one. Introduction. Yeah! Introduction. Daughter really likes the music theory today, and she read a lot of them. And then, father, play with Bobby. Bobby. Tell you what. But yeah, let's complete this class. Yeah, I know, dog, yeah. St. Elmo's Night Academy conducted a centralized physical strength test for students. Wonder how I did, asked daughter. Is everyone here? Says the teacher Natalie. Oh, nervous. Oh. Yeah, so I think calmly would have been affection, but hey. Intelligence test 33 points. It's okay. Good health is the most important thing. Don't take to heart. Hey, daughter was better than the daughter thought she was going to be. Volcano Princess Bob Ross edition. Art. What day is it? It's a birthday. Thoughts about what to wish for? Wanna be kinder. For charisma. Cake. But yeah, mainly image increases, so... Away we go. Theoretically speaking, we only need the autosave data, but we're just saving in slots just to be thorough. What are you doing? I'm thinking of having a new job. What? Are you not planning to continue working as a logistics officer for the Knights? It's a good job. I want to earn more money. Then I can give daughter better living conditions. Well, let's take a look at what... I'll take a look at this. So, really actually depends on what I actually want here. This is for horse. This is for charisma, and that's for a special dice game. But in the interest of both, well, not money, but charisma, we'll do this. If my friends knew that I worked in a distillery, they would definitely be jealous, because drinking, ha 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 ha. But let's say hi to Nina first. Daughter! Other daughters here from another family. We're going on an adventure. Wow! But as yeah, this will probably be the last turn of this stream, but we'll find out. Handel Family Mansion is nearby and expedition's ready, so they're gonna go on an adventure. Good morning, miss. Your bag is huge. What's inside it? Gift from Lebsa's fans. About to dispose of them. Not throw it away, but isn't it a gift for Lebsa? Huh? Must be disposed of precisely because it's a gift for the Honorable Lebsa. Ooh, it'd be bad if there were dangerous items included, threatening Lebsa's personal safety. Has anyone asked her? Yeah, cheap things like flowers and gifts are meaningless to me, so just throw them away, was her response. Well, if that's what she wants. Does that mean she throws away my daughter's flowers? Anyway, the butler, why don't you leave it to the girls to dispose of them? Yeah, we're knights, says daughter. Well, alright, cool. Don't tell anyone that I'm making you girls work for free. Taking home is especially forgiven. But, I mean, consider that we can have our daughter work at the bathhouse and the theaters, you know. Gift bag. So you didn't want to throw it away, so you just asked the butler for it. That's true, don't want to dispose of it. Why? Emily, let me tell you, as for the gift themselves, they're concepts full of mindfulness, which contains the positive emotion of the giver towards the recipient. Because Nina feels grateful, yearns for someone and loves them, she wants to give gifts to the other party and hope that the special feeling can be conveyed. The most valued part of the day is doing it Nina's way, but it's not the gift themselves, but the intention contained within the gift to let the other party know that you love them. It's not about the bag that it's in, but about the gift inside. But Nina... It shows clear intentions, Nina says, which also contains courage, the most powerful kind of thought. If these gifts containing courage and thoughts are thrown away without observation, they'll be let down, and if one isn't careful, they may even become negative thoughts. And so the gifts can't just be thrown away. All mindfulness must be observed and considered. You mean we're to be observers, says the daughter? Yep. Now let's be weirdos and look in the bag. Painting for Lepsa, a Lepsa doll, a belt with Lepsa's name on it. Now, there's nothing dangerous in it, like the butler said. Wow, there's a book of poems in here. It seems to be poems for Lepsa. The book of poems has very strong, positive thoughts. Let's read them out loud. The more powerful you are, the smaller I feel. But I'm glad that you exist in the world. It's what makes me so small, so cowardly. I'm glad that you exist in the world so that my small and weak self can reflect the great and beautiful you in my eyes. Well, it looks well written. The author's feelings toward their loved one is very strong. Yeah, gentle feelings. Today my tooth knocked on the bowl. Ouch. Immediately remembered tiger teeth, thinking of you, and that's the end? That's the end? Very cute thoughts, thinking of Lepsa chipping her teeth? Question mark on a bowl? Well, time to throw it away, Nina just decides to say. Well, wait, actually, should we really get rid of them? Asked daughter. Well, don't feel bad. The positive thoughts have been spied on by 2 girls in the nights. But not just us, I guess the birds and the flowers around them, and in time and space, and, you know, philosophy. Yeah, we just peeked into someone's private thoughts. It's our turn now. But without love, how can you be friends with anyone? Well, we'll just lie down and sleep. And as father asks why there's grass on your clothes. You got it too. There are a lot of kids of Emily's age that are working. Trust their earnings with the family too and, you know, help. Yeah, you should be careful though. Darkness, and if your darkness is too high, you'll become evil, maybe. Huh? But anywho, let's talk with daughter. Dice duel. Since the ancient times, these dice have been used to change the course of history, capable of moving rivers and, yeah, history. Anywho, let's rest in bed. After spending 3 energy, gain 3 energy back, gently decline, and away we go. I think we did a thing, right? Tell me we did a thing. We did not? No! What do you mean? Anywho. So I lost so much money that I can't buy the extra courses, but maybe that's for the best. Maybe it's not. We're gonna find out. By the way. Okay, 9 still. My voice! Ah! I gotta drink water. As I take out these farms and hey, Mona! Yeah, cooking and being Mona. Looking cool, Mona! Anywho, consult. My strength. We'll take these out and plant more in. We can also give you a gift because we just harvested flowers. You want a picture of Beckett? Hey. 40 gold, golden caterpillar. Oh, don't rest there yet. Let us draw a painting first. Gives me less, yeah, it gives me less thing. Well, yeah, you know what? We'll actually do this. We'll see how effective it is. Oh, Mona's been peeking. No, don't look at my daughter's drawings, but we'll paint again. I could also just sell the paintings, I guess, now that I think about it, but hey. Can I cook? Can't I even cook something? Yeah, I can. Can't I even? Yes, I can cook something. Whether I should or not is a different story. Let's draw a pretty little tree. Hey, Nina, by the way. Divination chart. Because faith. Hey, you want this picture of Hackett, by the way?
Huh?
It's her birthday. But also, she didn't like it as much as I thought, apparently. But hey, it's fine. Let's go on a hanging out date in the library. Cost 200 gold to get in. A lot of interesting fairy tales. Cost of building an altar. What? But you want to know about the church? Well, hey. Let's play hide and seek. Let's play hide and seek. Can you find me? Hope. It's hopeful. Divination hopeful. Mortes. Yeah, sorry I said fate too loud. Yeah. Sorry. Give a gift, by the way. And yeah. Bye. Plus 8. Because double, it turns out, trying to build into the social life is helping out somewhat. There's another light here, by the way. No, I need to touch shiny. Touch shiny, get dizzy. But also talk to every named or interactable NPC because friendship. Which I may not even... Oh, wait, there's a strange black cat. That gives me perception as well. Yashibro's shuddering in the distance. He has faith at times. 20% off. I forgot about that, but it's fine. Might admirers, but more importantly, probably something like this. I mean, I don't want to spend all my money, so you know what? We'll just talk with everyone instead. So yeah, as I complete out this day, I think, yeah, I'm obviously going to be playing my main file more. Or the file that I started with, and we'll see what happens. Also, I think there's a... Nope, never mind. There is not a thing here. I would like an evasive start thing, but... My money! Also, oh wait, that's right. We need to also participate in the thing. So let's just go in. 6 energy! He has faith, but I do not have faith in him. For good reason. Cinemator. Painter. Express hopes, feeling like there's always a time to go. There's always a game. Like the witness told me that there's always a golden age in a person's life. Hope. I don't need to lie. My concessions are me. No, I don't need to live on the streets anymore. Despair. The people who can enter or retreat don't have ambition to fight back. So if they don't, they don't. It's too dark here. Too dark. So dark, so cold, so hungry. Now take a bow. Admirers and fame. But also, first time competing in performance, first time getting an A grade, B grade, C grade, S grade. No, S just S grade, no C. I would actually like another action point. So I can do maybe this? Do I want to do that? Take it one step at a time, and now we have a thing. Be a knight. Junior knight. Part-time in the bath. I do have to do part-time in the bath. It's fine. Actress level reaches level 3. Painting courses. Well, I guess we can give it a try. Just in case. Just in case. Yeah, we don't have a lot, do I? Well, here's finding out. Probably should wait. I'm about to get absolutely obliterated here. Oh my goodness, 71. We're definitely not ready. But the participation prize is all we're there for, mainly. But I shouldn't have really rushed that. Hey, look at this glowing light. Hey, Wuji. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Hello, Mark. Ipo, the first, the starting. Moving on. Forgotten Valley. Yeah, I can't really explore. Hey, Benson. I could give these guys gifts as well, but I think we'll hold off on it for the moment. Out of curiosity, landscape? It's okay. I forgot if you can get 3, but definitely 4 is the... Oh no, was it 4? Yeah, I'm going crazy. So what did I do? I ate food, I ate this... Okay, so yeah, we have no more energy. Unless I eat for energy, but we'll save on that for the moment. Oh, I forgot about this. Recently learned new craft. Time to show. Sit on the chair, Dad. Boom, boom, boom. How you doing? Massage. No, my gold. Was it supposed to cost money? Of course. This is the first time in the house that we live in. First 5 times. Aw, you're so generous. But yeah, away we go to planning. Is there an etiquette class here? Why am I going crazy? Painting how to read the notes. But I guess I'll just rush this instead. Fine. Be that way. Hey, Kenneth. But yeah, we'll continue painting. Painting, drawing straight lines, thinking about the theme, and, you know, surprising the professor and resting. Rarely when you come to the dice stand at the Bass house to play, well, she goes there quite often, and the dad liked playing dice when they were kids. He gave her 3 dice and when she was very young, but she never came to play alone until she was older. Gamblers are dangerous after all, laughs Mary. Don't get swindled. Do you play too, Mary? Actually, yeah, she's a good gambler. With this kind of game, as long as you know the rules in and out, winning is easy. Well, I know how to play the dice game, but boy, is my RNG sometimes. I mean, it's not bad, but boy. Casino? What casino? Painting class. You'll never know until you try. Pet the puppy. 10 mood. Yeah, so pronunciation is pronunciation. Okay, I just hoped I did it right. St. Elmo's College organizes intensive volunteer activities. This year's activity was to help the children of the convent. Volunteer activities are considered to be an important part of the moral development of the Knights, and are therefore a tradition at the college. This is the first time that our new students have taken part in this activity, and they may not be familiar with what volunteering involves. There are a number of seniors who have returned to school to participate in volunteer work. You may work with them. Wow, seems like they're really related. Well, Benson. Let's work together and decrease the darkness. The door to darkness! Everyone should know about my RNG. And if you don't, well, if you're newer to the channel, just know. Normally it's bad. I do get very, very, very extremely lucky sometimes, but as I should probably close it. I wanted to go probably another 30 minutes an hour, but we're hitting our 2-hour mark, and I think that's a good time to kind of get into the groove, because if I mess up this run, I wouldn't like that either. So more to learn, more to do, but I guess for now we'll Zatsudon for the rest of the stream. We'll go to the next month just to see, but there's not really much else we're doing here. So can't actually exit out from here. We have to go see our daughter first and listen to concerns. But for the most part, oh, I shouldn't have even needed to do this, but we'll take a peek here. And I think we'll close this out. I don't know what I'm going to do for Sunday. And I think the World of Video that I said was supposed to come before the stream, I think will always come after the stream. The reason I probably want to do that is because I don't want to rush anyone to watching a video and then hitting the stream that comes after. So I think that's a good way for me to go on. But if that's not how it is, then again, I'll let you know if plans change. But without further ado, yeah, if no one else knows what else they want to talk about, I'll just close the stream. Tomorrow might be another stream on the update, but it'll depend on what I ultimately decide to do, because I'm looking around. If it's another Volcano Princess stream, then I will schedule it and just plan for another World of Horde video. But until then, look at the baby, look at her. But I will be playing this off hand as well, because I'm also going to be doing Princess Maker 2. I don't know if I'm going to be doing Princess Maker 2 videos during the week, or if I want to swap to Volcano Princess. Again, feel free to let me know in the last few minutes for anyone watching now or in the future, if you want to comment and suggest which ones you want to see. If you want to see me play another game, though, that may have to wait, because my time and resources are kind of devoted to, well, raising Sims here, but also other things I'm doing. Custom content for World of Horror, whether or not I want to do mods again for any game, really. And, getting back to games that I want to redo. Path to the Midnight Sun, another game that I've played on this channel, has gotten super updates, so yeah. But yeah, without further ado, If this sells you on the game, again, I'm not sponsored by the developers at any length. Let me make absolutely sure I know what the heck I'm talking about here, by the way. Volcano Princess, yeah, so the game is, again, for those who don't know, there's a link in the description as well, but if you're spooked out, you can search it up for yourself. It's Volcano Princess, primarily on Steam from what I saw, but I think it's available in a few other places, but it's a good raising sim, at very least good, yeah, by Egg Hatcher. I think they're Chinese developers, but they've worked on localizing this game. Came out April 20th, 2023. Otherwise, you're going to be seeing more. I'll definitely be playing Regeneration when it comes out. I just have a couple things to do. But yeah, without further ado, I won't take up more of your time. I'd like to thank everyone watching now or in the future for watching. If you want to support me, you know what to do. But if you really want to support me monetarily, please wait until I, develop a game, whether you want to donate or actually buy a game that I've put out commercially. If you believe that the game deserves it, then, I will appreciate your support there. Otherwise, obviously ways to support me for free are subscribing to the channel, commenting, watching the videos in general. If you want to do memberships, fine. Obviously, bigger thresholds will help me out, but more directly because, I'll explain it in later streams, I guess, because I don't want to take up more of your time. So without further ado, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!